So you want to bully oil executives? Hi. There's a lot of new people here on YouTube that are starting to find me here, and I just wanted to reintroduce myself. If you found me over on TikTok, hey guys, thanks for finding me here on YouTube. Glad to have you here. So let's try and catch everyone else up. So my whole thing over on TikTok has been about bullying oil executives or bullying the rich. And how that came about was from a series of posts that I was sharing about what oil executives specifically were doing to silence water protectors that were defending indigenous land over in Minnesota during the Stop Line 3 protests. They were going up against Enbridge, which is a Canadian oil company. So, yeah. I had a series of posts that were amplifying their causes and sending people to donate and even show up for actions that were happening. And my posts started getting taken down for harassment and bullying. Anyways, so it happened enough times that I got really fed up if raising awareness about the actions of oil companies is harassment and bullying, then I'm going to be the biggest bully there ever was. And it's exploded from there. The more people bullying oil executives, the better. So the newest book that I highly recommend people check out if they have the time is The Petroleum Papers, which is inside the far right's conspiracy to cover up climate change. It highlights a lot of the stuff that I talk about on my channel to do with manipulating the media in order to stall climate action. This book documents how the oil industry executives willfully ignored the findings of their own scientists and spent nearly 30 years sowing confusion in order to paralyze public debate. I am also uncovering the history of residential schools and the truth behind what happened at those schools. And unfortunately, all of this history is becoming extremely relevant with the upcoming review of the Indian Child Welfare Act by the Supreme Court. And to sum it up as quickly as I possibly can, there are lawyers who represent big oil interests who are very consistently going after tribal sovereignty cases, including the upcoming Indian Child Welfare Act or ICWA case that will be reviewed on November 9th. I will link a video that has more information covering that case. Amplify climate action, amplify Indigenous voices. We learn about Indigenous history and causes. And if you see climate action demonstrations happening, amplify them on social media. Donate if you can. Take all of the actions that they give you, i.e., sign their petitions and show your support for these people who are defending our climate. Water protectors, land protectors, all of them. The next biggest thing that we are facing and really need as many people as possible to mobilize on is voting in the midterms, specifically because of the broad spectrum of positions that get determined in midterm elections. It's not just senators, it's not just House reps, it's so many positions that influence our lives, the climate, because it's not on the forefront of most mainstream conversations, but it's so very important that people participate in elections, pay attention to what their candidates are doing, what they're voting for, not just the advertisements that they put out. Look at their voting record. Their govtrack.us is going to be on my voting resources page along with opensecrets.org. It'll really help you track what your representatives have been doing. Being mindful of these things and voting accordingly can have such huge impact, could completely change the landscape of the next 10, 20 years if people just show up and make it happen. So there's that. This has been the long form version of how to bully oil executives, with a concentration on voting right now because we are so close to the midterms. There's more to it. Obviously, I go into other subjects on other videos, and please take a stroll through the other playlists that I have going on. Again, I'm new to YouTube. I'm figuring out this whole YouTube content creation editing software thing. I appreciate your patience with me as I learn how to create this new kind of content, but I hope you hang out, you check out the links, check out my website, find some climate action groups that you align with, that you are excited to amplify, and hang out with us. Yeah, that's all for now. My cat is yelling at me, so I'm gonna go and let's bully some oil executives. Reminder to find me all the places. Bye!